With a global economic slowdown over our head, are you noticing that the repo rate is also going down? And how does this affect a common man? Well, let me help you understand that. Before we go there, let me give you a quick introduction about myself. I am Rohit Nair. I am a financial advisor. My company, Ram Nair Insurance and Investment, has been in this field for past 32 years now, and I am growing with it. I have a very unique viewpoint of looking at what works and what doesn't when it comes to financial planning. And it is my hope that I can pass this experience to the next generation and the old so that they don't struggle financially as many have. Now, for today's topic. If you've seen that repo rate has been constantly dropping down, if you see the numbers, in 2000, the repo rate was around 14.5. Yes, in 2011, it was 8.5. By 2016, it went up to 6.5. By 2019, it was around 5.15. And today, in this COVID situation that we already have, the repo rate is now 4.4. To understand what and how it affects us, I think first we should understand what repo rate is. So let me explain you what repo rate is. So repo rate is something like this. So we all have banks and there is a central bank over it, right? Now, to this banks, who provides the money to this banks? The central bank. So we have RBI in India, right? Now the rate at which the RBI lends money to the banks is called repo rate, right? Now that you have understood what repo rate is, let's understand how it is going to affect us. Now, there are various factors because of which the repo rate keeps on fluctuating or changing, right? It can be inflation, it can be having liquidity in the market, so there are different reasons. Let me explain it to you in a different fashion. India is a developing country, right? So we are moving from a developing country to a developed country. Now, if you take example of any developed country, be it UK, US or any other developed country, and you check their repo rates, they're already very low, right? Now, what happens in this process? What happens is your infrastructure grows, your connectivity grows, the transportation grows, export grows, your demand and supply is more, the tech industry, all the industry basically starts growing up. Yeah, and the economy starts churning more, the GDP is growing, and you're going from a growing developing country to a developed country. Now, what generally happens is, in this entire process, what you actually need is money. And if that money is flowing in this process, that is when you will say you're developing as a country, right? Now, what has happened in this lockdown period is very important. In this lockdown period also the repo rate has fallen down. Yes. Now, why did this fall down this time? So let's understand it like this. We as individuals are now facing financially crunched, right? We are feeling financially crunched right now. So there is less liquidity in the market. What happens is, if you see, the bank gives us loan, right? Now, if you've noticed this, the repo rate, if say it is right now 4.5, you will notice that bank in which we put our FDs, they give us interest, and that is generally 1 to 1.5% more than the repo rate. So the FD rate right now will be around 5.5 to 6 maximum, right? That means the FD rate has also gone down. Now what happens with the loan part of it is, right now because the economy is at a standstill and we are trying to move up, we need more liquidity in the market. Now, if the repo rate is decreased, that means the bank will get money at a lower rate. Now, if the bank gets money at a lower rate, they can now lend that money to people in form of loans at a lower rate. Now, if I can get money at a lower rate of interest, I will take loans, put that money in my business and then start growing my business back, right? So there is a liquidity now that will happen, and that is how the economy will again start churning up. This is the good side, but the bad side, which I told you a while ago, was the interest rate. If you have seen, because the repo rate is decreasing, if you also put that chart next to a chart of the interest rates going down, you will notice that the interest rates are also falling down. What interest rate we used to get in 1991, around 16 to 17%, or say 2000, which was around 10%, today it has gone down to what? Today you're getting around somewhere around 6 to 6.5%. That is it. So if you have a grand plan where you say, I'm going to invest my money into mutual funds, stocks, shares, and by the time of my retirement, I'm going to, basically use that money as my retirement purpose. Let's say I had 1 crore rupees last year, and last year the bank interest rate was 6.5%. So I had 1 crore, so I would get around 6.5 lakhs. Today the interest rate has gone to 5. So today if I have 1 crore, I am only going to get 5 lakh rupees a year. 1.5 lakh rupee loss straight away, just in a duration of 8 to 9 months. Now, if I'm looking at myself retiring 15 years down the line and I have 1 crore rupees that time. If today the interest rates are around 5% and the repo rate is 4.4, I am assuming it to go to around say 1.5, 2%, and assuming that India is also a developed country by then, I think the bank interest that we are going to get will be around 1 to 2%. So with 1 crore and 1 to 2% interest, that time for 1 crore I'm going to get 1 or 2 lakh. That's something we all should think about. That's it from my side today. I hope the information has added value to you. Do consider sharing my video with your friends and family so that they also understand how the economy is impacting and how they can do a better financial planning for themselves as well. Together, let's make financial planning easy for everyone. And do subscribe my channel and press the bell icon so that you can get notified every time I put up a new video. Thank you for being patient and listening. That's it from my end. Jai Hind.